Prologue. A Journey into Darkness. The air was still in the early hours of March 9th, 2000. Leah Roberts, a 23-year-old university student, loaded a small bag into her Jeep Cherokee. She slipped into the driver's seat, her hands trembling on the wheel. Her roommate Nicole was asleep, oblivious to Leah's quiet departure. The only clue she left behind was a hastily written note, an ode to Jack Kerouac's On the Road. 9 days later, her Jeep was found wrecked on a deserted mountain road in Whatcom County, Washington. The front end was crumpled against a tree, its windshield shattered. Clothes hung eerily from the broken windows, flapping in the wind. The engine was silent, its hood buckled, as if something had tried to claw its way inside. But there was no blood, no Leah. There were no signs of a struggle. The investigation that followed would uncover more questions than answers, and a trail of unsettling clues. These clues hinted at something far more sinister, something lurking beyond the realm of a simple disappearance. The ghost of tragedy. Leah's life had been marked by loss. At 17, she watched her father's health deteriorate from a severe lung disease. 3 years later, her mother died suddenly from heart failure. If grief could be measured in weight, Leah bore an unbearable load. Then came the accident. In 1998, a truck slammed into her car, leaving her with a broken leg and a punctured lung. Surgeons implanted a metal rod into her femur, ensuring she would walk again, but something else changed that day. Leah spoke of her survival as a second chance, a cosmic shift in her outlook. She withdrew from her old life, abandoned her studies. At North Carolina State University, 6 months before graduating, she sought solace in poetry, photography, and travel. She spoke of fate, of freedom, of the road. Perhaps that's why no one panicked when she disappeared, not at first. The last known steps. March 9th, 2000. Leah withdrew $3,000 from her bank account and vanished. Her movements were later traced through receipts and surveillance footage. A motel in Memphis, Tennessee. Gas stations along Interstate 40, leading her westward. A final transaction. A fill-up at a gas station in Brooks, Oregon. At midnight on March 13th, then silence. Days passed. Nicole called Leah's sister, Cara. No one had seen or heard from her. By March 13th, a missing person report had been filed. Leah's apartment was searched. Her kitten Bee was gone. So were some clothes and camping gear. The signs pointed to a planned journey, but to where and why? Then came the discovery of her Jeep. The scene of the crime? March 18th, 2000. A couple jogging through the wooded backroads of the Mt. Baker's Snoqualmie National Forest stumbled upon a wreck. Leah's Jeep had careened off Canyon Creek Road, a remote stretch of wilderness, its frame twisted among the trees. Inside, investigators found a disturbing scene. Clothing draped over the broken windows as if someone had used the Jeep as shelter. Leah's belongings untouched, including her passport, driver's license, and $2,400 in cash. A hidden engagement ring, one Leah had inherited from her late mother, concealed beneath the floorboard. If Leah had staged her disappearance, why leave behind her most cherished possession? A man named Barry. The investigation turned toward Bellingham, Washington, the last confirmed location where Leah had been seen. Security footage from a mall showed her purchasing a ticket for American Beauty on March 13th. Witnesses at a nearby restaurant recalled seeing her alone at first, then in the company of a man. A man, Barry. Barry, as described by one witness, was military trained. A mechanic by trade. Another patron contradicted this, claiming Leah left alone. When investigators tried to track Barry down, he seemed to have vanished into thin air. Then came the tip. A week after Leah's Jeep was found, an anonymous caller contacted the police. He claimed to have seen a disoriented woman at a gas station in Everett, Washington, her appearance matching Leah's. Before authorities could press for details, the call was cut off. The number was untraceable. The Jeep's hidden secrets. For 6 years, Leah's disappearance remained an enigma, a cold case growing colder. Then in 2006, forensic specialists re-examined her vehicle. What they found changed everything. The starter relay wire had been cut. The vehicle had been tampered with to accelerate on its own. In other words, the Jeep may have crashed without a driver. Theories, lies, and dead ends. Leah Roberts had become a ghost, despite extensive searches. No remains were ever found. Theories spiraled in every direction. 1. A willing escape. Some believed Leah, inspired by Kerouac's themes of reinvention, faked her own disappearance to start anew. But why abandon thousands in cash? Why take her mother's ring off and hide it? 2. A fatal accident. If Leah had wandered into the woods after the crash, her body might still be out. But search dogs found no trace. 3. Foul play. The tampered vehicle, the mysterious Barry, the anonymous tipster. Had Leah trusted the wrong person? Was she coerced into the wilderness? Or worse, was her body hidden somewhere buried beneath the towering pines? Unfinished business. For years, Leah, Sister Kara, kept pushing, kept searching, but the answers refused to come. If Leah was out there, she wasn't coming back. If she wasn't, the forest knew why. But the forest never tells its secrets.